Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we'll be taking a look at even more awesome new box sets revealed today by the Warhammer community site. Earlier today, the article went up on the Warhammer community site showing off these two new boarding patrols and a Battle Force box set as well. So lots to look at, and in this video we'll break down the box sets, have a look at the models and units included, and then after this video I'm going to work out the prices and the points for all three of these boxes and go into them in a bit more detail. But first, let's get started having a first look at these new releases. Here are the first two boxes. These are the Boarding Patrol boxes, and these are designed for this new season of Warhammer 40K, where we're going to be taking part in this new narrative arc called Arcs of Omen. And so this is really interesting, playing these Boarding Patrol games, smaller 500 point levels in the Space Hogs. I can't wait, it's going to be awesome fun. And these two Boarding Patrols have been put together as individual detachments that are going to be perfect to play in this new style of play. So very exciting, and I think this is a really great way to go and kick the season off. If you'd like to see more about these new boarding action rules, then check out the video I've already put up on the channel where I go into how the new detachments are going to work. So really cool how they've done that. But let's get on with this first battle box, this Boarding Patrol box, and this is for the Space Marines. And altogether, this is going to be 16 miniatures. And the great thing here, it's not tied into any one chapter, so you could buy this and use it in any of your chapters. And I think with the 3 units included here, it's pretty flexible, so I'm sure you could find a place for these no matter which chapter you play. The exception might be the Gravis Captain that's leading this detachment, but still, I think within the confines of the Space Hulk, it certainly makes sense to have that as your leader there. And so you're going to get, that's the leader, that's the main HQ unit for this detachment. Then you're going to get 10 Assault Intercessors. So maybe preferred Intercessors, but I think the Assault Intercessors are going to come into their own in this close confined environment again. And I think it certainly suits them. And when you consider the next unit they put in there to back them up, it does make some sense. And that third unit are the Heavy Intercessors. You're going to get 5 altogether. So nice and simple, 3 units. You've got your Gravis Captain as the HQ. And then in this case, you're taking 2 troop units, 1 Assault Intercessor, 1 Heavy Intercessor. Personally, I think the Gravis Captain's a really nice model. I think it looks really cool. I've got the other version of it that came in the box set for the previous edition, which is awesome. I play that with my Imperial Fists. And the Heavy Intercessors are a unit I haven't got yet, but really do want for my army. So I've got to say, I'm quite tempted to get this. Potentially for my Imperial Fists, take the Assault Intercessors and maybe put them in with the Ultramarines that I'm going to be working on. I'm not sure yet, but either way, I think this is a nice solid start and a great way to get 500 points of Space Marines together. Now we're on to the second one of these boarding patrols, and this one is going to be the Chaos Space Marines. So this looks awesome, and some really interesting choices about the models they've put in here. First, put in her, that's a completely different video. Anyway, first of all, it's the HQ unit being Abaddon, so this is a really cool model, and wow, I mean, for a 500 point detachment, he's 350 points, so he's going to be taking up a big chunk of this. Next, you're going to get 20 cultists, so there's another 100 points right away, so 5 points each, so that's going to give you 450, and then that leaves the final unit, and another troop choice, because the cultists will be a troop choice, and that is the 10 legionaries. Now these are going to be 90 points, and you've got the option of the Balefire Tome on top of that, which is going to be another 20, so potentially another 110, taking this up to 560, so you certainly don't have to include all these cultists in this 500 point detachment if you don't want to. You've got an option of reducing the legionaries or reducing the cultists to bring it to that 500 point mark. But they do say in the previous videos I've covered here on the channel that the cultists are quite attractive in this new environment. So yeah, it might be good to have 20 in there. I'm not sure. It would be worth trying out though, but certainly having this main character in as the leader is a really cool choice. And if you haven't got it yet already, the value of this is going to be better than buying it separately. Don't know what the price is yet, but when it's released, I'll certainly be covering that too. But yeah, really nicely done this. I think I'm really impressed. We're not done yet though, because check out this, the Arcs of Omen Bale Fleet Battle Force. This is really awesome. If this is the start of things to come, I can't wait to see what's going to be released for other factions. This is just brilliant. So we've seen the battle forces for the Space Marines. We had all those Christmas ones. Now it looks like this is going to be something that's quite common. We may even see it for the different seasons going forward. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing the next factions. But let's concentrate on this one first and look at these units they've included. Some brilliant choices, and this is going to work really nicely if you buy that box and then grab the Boarding Patrol box as well, because you're ready to go for the bigger full battlefield battles that we like so much. So yeah, I think these two boxes together are going to be really interesting to put together as an army. The first unit here is the HQ. This is going to be the leader, an Infernal Demon Prince. Great model and a really good choice to put there. And again, going alongside Abaddon is going to be really cool if you put both these boxes as a combo. Then there's 10 Possessed in there, and you've got the option to have them as one unit of 10, or you could split them and have 2 units of 5 each. They're going to go in the elite slots. You'll also get 5 Chaos Terminators, another elite slot there for those. And finally, they've popped in a flyer. You're going to get a Helldrake as well. So this is a really cool mix of models. Some of the best ones, perhaps, from the Chaos Space Marines. I think there's just a really fun army to play. I've got them that I need to get back to, really, and dive in with a bit more. I'm using models that represent a fallen army of the Dark Angels who play as Chaos Space Marines. Yeah, I want to get back into trying them out. But having this style with the Demon Prince and the Possessed is really cool, because there's some great models. So there we go, some more awesome box sets for these new Boarding Patrol detachments and for regular full battlefield scale. I think this is awesome. 40k is just brilliant at the moment with all the rules changes we've seen recently. I think it's really exciting, and I just played my Space Wolves and put together a new army list based on the changes, and it was so fun to play. So I'll be doing some videos about the different lists I'm building with the new changes. So for the Imperial Fists, I'll do Space Wolves. For the Imperial Guard as well I'll do, and maybe even for the Chaos Space Marines now after seeing this. I'm also really looking forward to building a 500 point Orc army to take on these boarding parties with. I think that's going to be really fun. So 500 points of Orcs. I'm going to try and cram in as many of the Grots as I can. I think that'll be really fun. But yeah, all that's to come, so lots to look forward to. But I hope you've enjoyed this video and seeing these new products that are going to be available probably pretty soon. I'll be doing another video tomorrow, hopefully, where I break down the points, the cost for each of these 3 boxes, and look at what we could possibly add to them to take them from 500 points on the Arcs of Omen, on the Space Hulks, to then to the regular full battlefields, maybe up to 1,000 points, and see what would complement these the most. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like it, please hit the like button. Subscribe for more videos like this one, and don't forget to hit that notification bell too to join me here next time on Tabletop Skirmish Game. A huge thanks to all my Patreon supporters for helping me keep going with these daily videos. I really appreciate your support. Look out for some cool stuff coming as the month progresses into this new year. And if you'd like to support the channel and join the Patreon, you can check out all the links down below. It'd be awesome to see you there.